We were drinking at the dam. Connie and I just overdubbed some vocals. They had one of those tile echo chambers at the studio, which you see them less and less, but it's basically a room that they cover the walls and ceiling and floor completely in tile, and they put a mic in the middle of the room, and that's the sole function of the room, is just to be a natural reverb. And that's where, I think that's something like Fleetwood Mac on Tusk when they get those amazing, like ethereal kind of backing vocals that seem to have no body. It's just all soul or something. Or it's like pure, it's pure spirit kind of, or something, and so smooth and dreamy. I think what they're using on Tusk is probably a tiled reverb chamber, and that's because it's analog, it's not, it's true, it's actual reverb, it's not made by a machine. It's just the sounds bouncing all over these tile walls. So yeah, I was trying to steal a little bit of that Tusk magic for drinking at the dam.
I remember drinking at the dam, with a jar of heads on the other side.
I was again thinking about war, and that's a lot of the imagery is just from that, the futility of fighting wars, and just that interesting thing of like people, kids or teenagers, like going to strange places to kill a 12 pack, like all those weird places that kids hide so they can be alone and drink some beers with their friends. And of course, the dam is like pretty potent image itself.
Cut in school to go drinking at the dam. Skin mags in the brambles. For the first part of my life, I thought women had orange skin. It was the first part. It was the first part of my life. Second is the rest.
Drinking at the dam, I think it started with, I think the first image that I got was the Skin magazine in the brambles. I remember when I was a kid, like that was kind of a thing, would be, because go exploring woods and creeks and stuff, and there was always like, I was often like a girly magazine just out. I mean, if I found one now, I would be like disgusted and run, as now that I know like just what people use those magazines for. But at the time, I didn't quite, prepubescent, so like I didn't really quite know what they're all about. But I found myself like, yeah, I would always see like pages of that just like scattered around, and that stuck with me.
Teenage war chests fill and do the dirty, dirty, dirty work. It was the first part. It was the first part of their lives. Drinking at the dam, holding back what it can, but the power is so much.
Well, the waltz time is always, it's always fascinated me. I think there's something kind of, I don't know if it's healing about 3/4 time, or it seems to be really engaging. It's an engaging time signature, I think, because even if you're not waltzing when you're listening to it, it does make your brain waltz with the thoughts and the feelings of the music. And I do think, you know, because it was, waltzing was in the past like a big way of how people got together and hooked up and got to know each other, would be at these dances where the songs are all in waltz time. I do think there's kind of a vestigial feeling of connecting, or yeah, of like seduction almost, and hope for love. So whereas something in 4/4 time is more, it's more of a presentation that doesn't necessarily court. I mean, it's almost in the title, 3/4 and 4/4. With 3/4, it's like, oh, something's missing, and that's me. That's my engagement, or I'm missing. But 4/4, there's nothing missing. It's a perfect equation of one. But 3/4 is like 3/4, so it needs the person to listen to it, and you are the one that makes the 3 into the 4. That makes the song complete.